Hi everyone, welcome to the signature segment of the 3-Hour News Show. Here is the See the Stories, and today we celebrate something very, very important for all of Indonesians, which is the Indonesian National Education Day. So Yani, what do you feel about education today? Do you feel it's different than on our time when we were having, high school, middle school?
For me, since I'm a parent now, the price is definitely different.
Oh yeah, talking about price, it is indeed very different.
That's right. Now, of course, today we're going to recognize the importance of education for all. Now, let's talk about the history first.
Let's. According to the Indonesian Education, Culture, Research and Technology of the Ministry's website, National Education Day commemorates the birthday of Ki Hajar Dewantara, who have dedicated himself to develop the education system in Indonesia. His works have also become the foundation in developing the education system until today.
One of his famous motto is Ing Ngarso Sung Tulodo Ing Madya Mangung Karso Tutwuri Handayani, which means those in the front should set an example, those in the middle should raise the spirit, and those in the back should give encouragement. And behind giving encouragement, Ki Hajar Dewantara has also received a title as the father of education in Indonesia due to his dedication.
So education should be for everyone, be it for those living in the city, big cities, small cities, and even in the rural areas. However, access to education remains low in some parts of the world, including here in our country, the biggest archipelagic country in the world, right? So many have dedicated themselves to educating children, especially in remote areas, and one of them is Gerakan Mengajar Desa Community.
That's right, and let's find out more about the community and the challenges they face with the CEO of Mengajar Desa, Gardian Muhammad. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
It's been an honor for us in Gerakan Mengajar Desa, actually.
It is also for us. Well, thank you for making this community, having this platform, because we do understand that we want to have an equal education, equity of education in every parts of Indonesia. Now, first of all, explain to us what is exactly you do with the Gerakan Mengajar Desa. What is it?
Okay, first thing first, I would like to say thank you very much for inviting me. This is an honorable from me and for us in Gerakan Mengajar Desa. Well, talking about Gerakan Mengajar Desa, we are an education movement which focus on 2 points. The first point is we want to be the organization who can empowering the volunteer who join with us, and the second one is we want to be the organization who can doing the community building for the society in the villages, especially in the village and on education issues. Well, we are found in 2018 in Kabupaten Cianjur, who has the lowest human development index in West Java. So imagine from 27 regency of West Java, we are the second. We are the second place, but from the bottom. So I think that is the crucial problem in Kabupaten Cianjur. Then we try to doing the small discussion with my friend, Sam founder, Rudy and Arda, to trying to think how to contribute to our village and our city with our capacity as the high school student in 2018. So we conduct that the Human Development Index, there's 3 pillars. The first one is the education, the second is the healthy, and the third is the growth of economic. So in Gerakan Mengajar Desa, we choosing the education as the main section of our issues. And I think, Alhamdulillah, Gerakan Mengajar Desa can be bigger like now. And our activity is focusing on the community development, community service. Alhamdulillah, for today, we are reach 300 village in all around Indonesia.
All across Indonesia,
Yeah.
so not only in West Java.
Yeah, not only in West Java, but all around Indonesia.
I mean, if you're talking about Cianjur, it's quite surprising that it has the lowest index for
Human development index.
development. We really like the rice usually from Cianjur. But I mean, what do you think that is lacking over there?
Okay. Well, I want to story about the full story about the Gerakan Mengajar Desa. Well, at that time, we know that Cianjur has a crucial problem, especially on education issues. We are the second place from the bottom. So then the story is when we think about the how can we give to contribution to Cianjur. Alhamdulillah, I tried in 2018. I tried to make some Instagram story at that time for asking my follower who want to join with Gerakan Mengajar Desa. And so many people respond positively of Gerakan Mengajar Desa. Then we try to doing the small discussion with my friend, and at that time, Alhamdulillah, we trying to doing encourage Gerakan Mengajar Desa is will open for public.
Okay.
Then after that, Gerakan Mengajar Desa is officially open for public. And at the first year in Kabupaten Cianjur, we have 700 volunteer who we sent to like 100 villages in Kabupaten Cianjur at the first year. And for the second year, so many people who wanna join Gerakan Mengajar Desa but outside in Kabupaten Cianjur. So we're trying to doing collaboration with organization namely Forum Pelajar Sadar Hukum, which is that is the organization which focus on the education law and focus on high school student. We're trying to doing collaboration, and for the second year, we have 2.2K volunteer spread in 27 regency of West Java. That's the second year. And on the third year, Alhamdulillah, until now, Gerakan Mengajar Desa has 10,000 volunteer spread across nation in Indonesia, and we spread in 144 regency and city in Indonesia and 30 province of Indonesia.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's quite a big movement.
Yeah, so now that you have reached the kids, the children in remote areas,
Yeah.
can you tell us what do you teach them? Like, and how do they take it? Do they like studying? Like, what do you do?
So many experience if I going to the remote area of Indonesia. Well, we teaching 2 point, too many 2 point. The first one is counseling and education. Counseling. The second is the fun activities. The dreaming and counseling, it's mean this is the elaboration about elaboration from national curriculum, then national curriculum, local content, and the third is the character building. So we're trying to emphasize to the kids that the education is really important, and I think the education is not just an annual report. We wanna do to tell that to the kids. And the second one is fun activities, who the activities dominate with the outdoor activity. That's like we try to going outdoor and we singing together, then we dancing together, playing futsal and the others. That's the outdoor activities. So for the total, we have 10 subjects. For the total of the curriculum at Gerakan Mengajar Desa, we teach 10 subjects, but conclude to the two big curriculum, that is the dreaming and counseling and the fun activities.
So these kids who join Gerakan Mengajar Desa and being taught by the volunteers, do they go to school? So is it like a
Extracurricular?
adding more to what the schools have taught the kids, or is it like a school outside a school? So how does it go?
So in Gerakan Mengajar Desa, the volunteer who called by tutor inspiratif is being in the village for 24 hours and for the 7 until 15 days. So the activity is not just in the school, but in the outside school, after school, and that's our focus in Gerakan Mengajar Desa, like that. Yeah,
So do you build collaborations with these schools over there?
Yeah, we build collaboration with any parties, like the government, like the private sector, and also the school, if we're doing the community service.
All right.
Now, can you tell us what are the challenges you face every time you do this Mengajar Desa?
Okay. Actually, so many challenges that we have at Gerakan Mengajar Desa. The tutor inspiratif is told me the story like the road access, internet access, and the other about the Gerakan Mengajar Desa. But I think as the young generation, the idealism problem or challenging are really must to be maintained by us. That's the first. For the second, our challenging is from the management of communication because Gerakan Mengajar Desa is really big and wide. So I cannot to come to every single area in Indonesia. So I think we enjoy because we try to improving and try to using the platform like Zoom meeting, Google meeting, and the other application who can give us access to doing communication.
Wow, I mean, okay, I just want to remind all of you that his name is Gardian.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
the guardian of the education here in Indonesia. Thank you for being the guardian of the
Okay.
kids, for pursuing
Sure,
their
sure.
education. Of course, there are some challenges ahead, but how do you see our Indonesian students, if you may say them so, that have joined Indonesia Mengajar? What are they like? I mean, you know what are the challenges ahead
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
them, and what kind of things do you think that they need to have to make sure that they have a bright future for them?
Okay. Well, at Gerakan Mengajar Desa, so many challenging. That's the first time, and there is the two type of the student at Gerakan Mengajar Desa. The first one is who enthusiast when we come.
Yeah.
That's really ideal.
So these are the elementary school students? or
yeah,
are
elementary
they
school and the dropout school.
the dropout. So
dropout,
how
yeah.
old are they usually? Average
Yeah,
age?
that's the first one. For the second one, the people or the kids who disinterest when we come.
Okay.
I have one story. So in Kabupaten Cianjur, especially in Cianjur, namely Pagelaran, I try to make a community service in there. We gather some dropout student, like around 10 to 15 students in there. We try to gather in the village hall. Then there's one people who come lately. But I really surprised when he come because he using the luxury motorcycle and he using the branded
Wow.
cloth. And I think this guy is more cooler than me. but after the break of the activities, I trying to doing the small discussion with this guy. Then I try to ask why you drop out from school. And the answer is, I dropped out from school because my parents were rich and able of the economic side.
Wow.
So,
Took for granted.
yeah, my point is the education is in Indonesia is not all about economy problem, but more from that, the education in Indonesia has a mindset problem. I think Gerakan Mengajar Desa is stand for that.
Wow, so it's about mindset. So some people really think that education is not needed as long as you have the economic side
Yeah,
supporting your life.
Yeah.
Is that so? That is really bad. I mean, that is a core of the problem for the future, don't you think? So how do you actually enlighten his motivation to
Yeah.
finally study?
Okay. Well, I think I see the student who teach by the volunteer of Gerakan Mengajar Desa. If we finish the community service, so many motivate with us, and one of them is trying to continue the school. That's our that's our achievement, the achievement in Gerakan Mengajar Desa. And I think, we always told the student that they must to continue the school, and we try to told that the education is not just annual report.
Yeah.
So I think they will be
Yes.
the motivate and continue the school. I think that
Yeah.
Sometimes to have the rankings, it's just
Yeah, yeah,
motivate
yeah.
you when
Yeah,
you're at the bottom of the class. It's like, I don't want to go to school anymore.
You know, I'm so glad that you're here. We know kids, they get bored easily. I have a 6-year-old who does not like to do homework, right?
Oh, yeah.
So can you give me tips and tricks on how to make my daughter
Yeah,
who
yeah.
likes to study
I
at
didn't like
home?
homework. It's cool. So,
Well, the first tip is we always to try to build connection between tutor inspiratif and sobat inspiratif. And I think if the connection has built, that will be fun.
Yeah.
And because we're facing the kid, sometimes we must to take a props like a toy or like as simple as trying to take a projector for watching movies or
Yeah.
the other media who make the kids fun. I think that's two tips are really important. The first one is be the best friend of the kid, and the second one, using the props or media
Yeah.
for doing the teaching.
Yeah, I kind of understand how people or students get really bored because the usual or the stereotype classroom situation is just like that. It's
Yeah.
boring every single day,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
yeah.
So you want to have creativity added to the classroom so that kids
Yeah,
are more
yeah, yeah.
excited. So from the provinces that you have touched, is there any province that you really want or you wish to be able to go to and, inspire more kids?
Okay. Well, the next for Gerakan Mengajar Desa, for actually I wanna to visiting every single area in Indonesia, especially if the area there's Gerakan Mengajar Desa in there. But the next for Gerakan Mengajar Desa, we hope that Gerakan Mengajar Desa will be more bigger and also inspiring many people. And I wanted to encourage all of you for join with us at Gerakan Mengajar Desa because I think these are really important. I'm really believe that the power of the youth is really important for the empowering the education in Indonesia.
Yep.
So the next, inshallah, I wanted to try to visiting every single area in
Yep.
Gerakan Mengajar Desa.
Yeah.
So what do we have to do if we want to volunteer and join the movement?
Yeah, is there any criteria?
Okay. They're so simple. The first one for the condition, For the condition, we just want to have a commit volunteer. That's the number one. But on the next month, we will doing the open recruitment. For the national, you can visit at Mengajar Desa or our website at www.mengajardesa.org. So the requirement is really easy. What you must do is just register and join with us.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really easy.
Wow. So how do you have all the supporting tools or, for example, books or
Yeah.
apparatus
Yeah.
that you use for teaching? Do you get help for that?
Yeah, I really believe of the collaboration. Well, from the 2018 until now, Gerakan Mengajar Desa is always doing the collaboration. For the example, when we try to expand to West Java, we're doing collaboration with Forum Pelajar Sadar Hukum, and Gerakan Mengajar Desa is always doing the collaboration like with all parties like the government, the private sector, the entrepreneur, and the others. So I think that is the source of the how Gerakan Mengajar Desa can exist like now.
So students not need to pay.
Yeah, the student not need to pay.
Wow.
All right, so today, May 2nd, is National Education Day.
Yeah.
We want to know, what are your hopes for the Indonesian education?
Okay, first thing first, I want to say that education in Indonesia is still not perfect, but strive to be better. That's the number one. And from Merdeka Belajar Polsai, who initiated by Mr. Nadiem Makarim, our Minister of Education, I think these are the extraordinary idea from Mr. Nadiem Makarim. I really remember this policy is conveyed by what Ki Hajar Dewantara said, that all place and all people must become a teacher.
Yeah.
And Indonesia have a philosophy of education that is ing ngarso sung tulodo, ing madio mangun karso, tuturi handayani. In front, we must to be example or role model. In the middle, we must to giving idea, and in the behind, we must to giving support. I hope education in Indonesia is doing philosophy like what Ki Hajar Dewantara said, and I really hope that education in Indonesia can be more improved and inclusive. The education who can access by anyone, the education who can unity all the parties of the Republic of Indonesia, not see the race or the religion. And I want to encourage all of you for try to take action on education. Let's join with Gerakan Mengajar Desa and let's do something with Indonesia.
Yes, may the education in Indonesia may always be revived, and thank you for having this noble movement. Are you single?
Yeah.
Maybe that's interested, because he has this noble heart and already made sure that his actions can help a lot of Indonesian children out there in the rural area. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Gardian, for
Thank
coming.
you for opportunity.
You're welcome.
Maybe I want to invite you all to join with us. Come on. Let's
Of
visit
course.
some village in Indonesia for try to empowering the education.
We're
in
looking
rural
forward
area.
for that. Very
Okay.
excited. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
you.
Wow, that was very, very important for all of us to remember that it's not only our kids at our house in the big cities, but also in the rural areas that need education. And don't go anywhere because See the Story still will continue after the break, so stay here.